And one. All right, welcome to another episode of Low Key Dreamers Podcast. Who do we have here with us today?
It's Keef Sweatshirt, not to be confused by Earl Sweatshirt, not inspired by Chief Keef. It's just who I am. Keef Sweatshirt. We in the building. Thank you for having me.
No problem. Thank you for giving us your time, brother. So, what type of music do you make?
I make that real hip hop, I like to call it, you know what I mean? I grew up in the essence of it in the 90s, you know what I mean? So I just make the authentic hip hop, you know what I mean? From time to time I could get in different little pockets, you know. I'm influenced, you know, by all of the good music, but I just make good hip hop, man. I rap really, really well. It's just what I do, man. It's what I was born into.
So, are you a person that care about the lyrics or the beat more?
It's definitely more about the lyrics, man. It's the artistry. It's the artistry of hip hop. It's the wordplay. But the beat is definitely important. So we never gonna take nothing away from the beat. Like you gotta have something that's vibing. You gotta have something that's really captivating. You know what I mean? But without the lyrics, you know what I mean? What really is it?
I just thought about this question as you were saying that. It's just a quick little funny question. Do you believe, because it was a conversation
Yeah.
at one point in time, do you believe that Nas is the worst beat picker?
I ain't gonna lie. He definitely done had some crazy selections. You know what I mean? But he done been successful with it. So people can say he the worst beat picker. You know what I mean? But it worked for him. That's what he did. He was different. It was definitely not like anything else. So I mean, you know, to each his own. I guess with that one.
And also, where you from, by the way, man?
I mean, I'm from the Bronx, New York. But you know what I mean? I'm coming by way of the Carolinas right now. I done been down here for a minute. So you know, Bronx made me, but kind of Carolinas raised me a little bit too. So you know what I mean. I always got to salute down south.
So, how do you feel being from the Bronx? How do you feel about the current state of like New York hip hop and like what's popular right now? Because I feel like a lot of cities are going through that drill era or the drill phase or whatever. Like, how
Mhm.
do you feel about New York hip hop in its current state?
I mean, it definitely isn't what I grew up on. You know what I'm saying? So it's not what I learned to love. You know what I mean? But they doing their thing. You know what I mean? I can't really never knock nobody for what they want to make because at the end of the day, hip hop is expression of self. You know what I mean? So I can't really knock it. It ain't really my cup of tea. You know what I mean? It's not what I grew up on and all that. But you know, I definitely got to, you know, I give them props what props to do as far as success and being able to make a way.
Who's a top New York artist in your opinion, or someone that influenced you?
I mean, you know, like I said, I grew up in the 90s, so it's definitely the Biggie, the Jay-Z, the Nas, the Mob Deeps. You know what I mean? Like it was just it was the whole era. I mean, you could go back to like listening to Special Ed and Far Side and just it's just the whole, you know what I mean? All of that. Like I'm really a student of the game. I really grew up listening to mad different kind of music. So, but definitely for me, my tops would have to be, you know, the Big, the J, the Nas, the Big L, the Big Pun. I mean, in New York, like it was that time, man. The '90s, it was wild, man. It was like I ain't gonna lie, like I probably, man, you can't replace it. You can't replace it. That's all I'm gonna say.
So you believe it's a golden era as well?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to me, but you know what I mean. Growing up in it, you know what I mean. Like that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying. I grew up in the Bronx in the '90s. It's like that's what it was. You know what I mean? Like that's what I know. I can't knock anybody for saying anything else. I got homies down here that's big on the UGK. You know what I mean? All the the different. You know what I mean? Like it's different. You know what I mean? Some people down here say they never listen to Jay Z. They say Jay Z is trash. You know what I mean? But like I said, it's to each his own. You know what I mean? It's what you live. It's what you relate to, and you know that's why it's the artistry, man. I love hip hop, bro. It's just that's what it is. Whatever you make and whoever could really resonate with that, that's what it's just love. It's powerful.
It's for sure a regional thing. Cause even when I was younger, I love Jay-Z too. And I'm born and raised Columbia, South Carolina. But um it's just a regional thing. Like down here, we gonna, like you said, UGK, Bun B, Pimp C, for sure Boosie, for sure Boosie,
Yeah, facts.
for sure Jeezy, for
Facts.
sure Ti. Them three for sure. Oh, four, excuse me, Gucci.
Hmm.
So they can book anywhere in South Carolina. It's gonna be so. I ain't gonna lie.
Exactly.
They're like royalty down here. So I always say when it comes to stuff like that, it's just a regional thing. You relate more where you grew up at. You relate to Jay, of course, because Jay, I'm pretty sure everybody in New York was relating to Jay when he was, you know what I'm saying? When he was really on top doing his thing. Everybody can understand what he was talking about. You know what I'm saying? So
Exactly.
down here, we don't got no project buildings that's sky high. You know what I mean?
And see, that be the difference. Like I said, it's all about what you rap and the people that's gonna relate to that. They just gonna relate to that. You know what I mean? And that's why I used to get mad when people used to be like, "Yo, Jay-Z trash." I used to get mad, like, "What you mean?" But now it's just like that's how you feel. You know what I'm saying? Like you got your opinion. That's just but I can't say that,
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, Jay different. Some people can't get Jay though, bro, because Jay be speaking in double and triple entendres and
man.
hella
Look,
metaphors. You really gotta catch what he be talking about.
man, look, and that's why it be the kind of shit like everybody be going to the commercial songs. You know what I'm saying? Everybody do their little whatever for the commercial for the
Mm-hmm.
success. I dive into the deeper. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
listen to this right here. You know what I mean? Like, we not even talking about the hit. We talking about listen to this. He just wanted to do his thing right here. This is what I want you to hear.
The
And
album cuts. Yes.
it'd be crazy, man. It'd be
Yeah,
crazy.
that's what a real goal that I be trying to tell people. That's what a goal that the album cut.
Yeah, man. Look, you got to dig deep, man. Like, you really got to dig deep because that's when you're gonna find them gems. Like I said, you got the ones where everybody trying to go into a certain category. You know what I'm saying? They trying to do a certain thing with a certain record. But then you just be having them records where they just like, nah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna just do me.
Yeah,
Fuck it. It's just what I want to do. I want to rap, or I want to tell a story, or just whatever. Like, man, it'd be wild. You know what I'm saying? So definitely got to dig to them album cuts, man.
how do you feel about the current? How do you feel about mainstream hip hop right now? And what, like, what's mainstream? Like the shit that they push. How do you feel about the content? How do you feel about the beats? Do you feel like it's all the same song, all the same sound? Tell me your opinion.
I mean, I definitely feel like it's watered down just from the fact of it seems like everybody pretty much be on the same kind of time. You know what I'm saying? Like it needs some diversity. Like people definitely making some good music. I'm never gonna knock that. It just seemed like it's more on the party vibe or the gangster vibe. Like it just it need more balance is what I feel like. You know what I mean? But like I said, I'm never gonna knock nobody from their art. Everybody do what they do in their way. But just it just need a little balance. You know what I'm saying? Need a little balance. You know what I'm saying? Maybe some more. I guess they would call it conscious, more kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Maybe some more love songs rather than just sex songs. You know what I mean? Like just some balance. It's just it's going straight to the party vibe and the turn up vibe, and it ain't really nah. It ain't what it used to be. It used to be balanced with it. You know what I mean? We just need balance back.
I agree. And one thing I can add to that, I don't necessarily like how little of like mainstream options that we have for conscious rap. Everybody say
Mhm.
the same two to three names. Cole, Kendrick, and you can even throw Drake in there sometimes because I mean he a chameleon. He can pretty much do everything, to
Mhm.
be real. So you hear the same three names, and it's really mainly two names for the most part.
That's it.
Yeah,
That's it, man.
but everybody else, like with everything else you was saying, that the party music, you got what your money bag yos, you got all the artists from Memphis for the most part. A bunch of artists from Texas for the most part.
Hmm.
I don't know why I didn't say Atlanta first.
Yeah, definitely got to throw Atlanta in there.
Atlanta number one for it, really.
But it's like it's all street shit and party shit. You know what I mean? Street music, party music. That's all it is. You know what I mean? Like you gotta have some balance. You gotta we somehow we gotta bring that balance back.
All right. Do you feel like streaming services help or hurt the music industry?
I feel like it hurts it. Um, let me put my words right. I feel like what it does is it kind of dilutes it to the point where like back in the day you had to buy albums like as far as CDs, you had to have hard copies, you was out there getting tapes. It was different things you was doing and it made the music more valuable. But nowadays like it's so easily accessible that it's just you know what I mean? It dilutes the game from when you used to have to actually go to the store, buy the CD. You know what I mean? Like we used to have the tapes, listening to the radio, and when we know that song was about to come on, we record, and we be done made our own mixtape. You know what I mean? It's different now. Everything is just right at your fingertips. You got YouTube where you can just type anything. You got SoundCloud where you can type anything. You got all of the different platforms where you can just type anything. And it's diluted now because it's not the sacredness of actually owning this. I got this CD. I got this tape. Your friends trying to borrow it. You know what I'm saying? It's
Facts.
you making copies of it. Like it's not the same. It just used to be so different. Music used to be much harder to come by back in the LimeWire days, the Napster
Facts.
days. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna lie, because I was one of the ones I was making CDs for people like, yo, you give me a list, I make you your CD, you give me my bread. You know what I'm saying?
I
So
was the
like
one
that was
buying
one of the
CDs.
things.
Yep.
It was different. You it wasn't just right there at your fingertips. You know what I mean? You actually had to go and get it. And that was just it was something special, man. And it'll never be the same again. And like I said, I just feel it's a little diluted, man. It's just too easy now.
Yeah, they'll never understand putting your phone up to the TV to record the song and setting it as your ringtone because you ain't want to pay the
Man,
99 cent on
it was just
everything.
the days, man. It was just the days. And like I said, now you just type it in.
Yep.
Anything. You just go to Google, type it in, it's gonna give you mad platforms.
And I like the word that you used when you said it was more valuable back then
Mm,
because I don't care what nobody say because you know now they do album sales with the streams and like a good a well selling album is 100,000 or I would say 80,000 plus depending on
yeah.
who the artist is. But man, that will never compare to like what you said like when Wayne dropped and he sold 1 million first week for the Carter 3. That
Hmm.
means over 1 million people got up off their ass, went to
And bought a
FYE, went to
CD.
Target, went to Walmart, and copped the CD, bro.
It's
That
nothing.
means more. That
It's
means
so
more.
much more. It's so much more than getting these millions of streams. Yeah, you get these millions of streams, but like you said, yes, 1 million people went to the store
For Wayne, bro.
and bought your copy and took it home. You know what I mean? Like it's nothing like it. You know what I'm saying? Having the CD collection, having the CD booklet of all the like it's nothing like having to have that to have your music. You couldn't just go on the internet. Internet won't like that. Like it's just different. You know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
definitely was more valuable back then. That's my thing. I'm
Yeah.
sticking to it. I die on that hill.
And I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm right with
Definitely
you.
was.
I'm right with you because I mean, with streaming with everything is pros and cons. You know, um,
Mhm.
another thing with streaming too, and you can add to this if you like. It's so much competition because imagine how many songs get uploaded daily to every platform.
Mhm.
At first, it was
And
just
that's what.
SoundCloud. At first, it was just SoundCloud that was like the low key artist thing you can flood, and you can used to flood like
Mhm.
Dat Piff and all those little sites. I forgot the one with the monkey on it. They used to be a good one too, but now like It's every service. So now Boo Boo the Food can drop a tape. It's on Apple Music, Spotify,
everywhere,
everywhere.
everywhere.
Like I don't know. It's a lot of competition. It's like every the field seems so saturated. Like
Yeah.
so for you, this would be my question. So for you, how would you set yourself apart, or how do you feel like you set yourself apart from everyone else?
I mean, you just got to be different. You know what I mean? So like, it is saturated, like I said, diluted, but it'd be a lot of the same stuff over and over. So you just got to be different. You got to have something to stand out. You can't be scared to try something, try a different genre. You know what I mean? Like, I make all kind of music. Like, I rap extremely well, but I done made pop music. I done made rock music. I still make both genres. I write for both genres. You know what I mean? Like, it's just something that you just gotta step outside the box, be different. Different is what always makes it. If you pay attention, it's always different. So you be different, get out your comfort zone. That's really how you stand out. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta be different, man. Shit.
So would you say music is your passion?
Yeah, definitely. I've been doing this since before I can remember. I get told stories of me rapping and I'm like 3. And you know what I mean? Like I don't remember these times. Like it's always been just something that it drives me. I listen to music daily. If I don't listen to music, something wrong. You know what I mean? Like it's just something I gotta have. Music always been a part of me. I love making music. I love hearing music. I love music, man.
So if you had an opportunity, uh, let's say a label gave you an opportunity, they didn't want you to be the star or they didn't want you to be the face, but they would love to use your pen for the artist that they did want to be the face. Is that something it what goes right and appeal to you?
Yeah, I definitely do that.
You'll do that? Okay, word.
Yeah,
Because you know, some people
totally.
they be like, I want to be the star, you know what I mean? So
Nah, so with me, it's not even about being a star. You know what I mean? It's all about, like I said, it's artistry. Like, if I could write a song and it could blow up, I know that those was my words. You know what I mean? Like, it's the poetic nature of it. It don't got to be me as a face. And you know, a lot of people they don't see it all the way through. So I could write a song. Say I write a song and it's a mega hit, and it pays me for the rest of my life. Well. And I don't got to do nothing. I don't got to go do no shows. I don't got to perform. I don't got to go sign nothing. I write this song. It's a mega hit. I'm paid for the rest of my life. All I got to do is sit and wait for the check. That's probably better than being the artist. I'm going to be real. With the more that I talk about it, shit, I think I might want to write some more. You know what I'm saying? Like, but like, nah, like, it's business. You know what I mean? It's business. You got to be able to do what you do and shine how you shine. It don't got to be one avenue.
hell yeah. Hell yeah. I like that. I like that. Cause that's so true, bro. That's so true. And then we also another point when you think about it, and you can say your opinion on this too. The artist needs everyone else. Like, if you're an artist, you need everybody else. Like,
Yeah,
you need a producer, you need an
got to.
engineer, you need a cameraman, you need like you're the one that needs everybody, even though you're the one that's being propped up on a pedestal for all the attention. There's really everybody
Hmm.
around you that's really making the magic happen. You know what I mean?
Man, and that's what people don't realize. People be thinking it's a one man show, and it's never a one man show. It's a business. And yeah, like you said, that's the difference. You gotta be around all this, or I could just write it for you, and I'm in control of what I write. It's either it's a yay or a nay. Y'all might change a little. You know what I mean? So it's definitely a plus. It's a plus either way. Some people want to be the star of the show. It feel good to be the star of the show. Who wouldn't want to go out and have thousands of fans chanting and repeating? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it feels good to be the star. Ain't the only way.
Yeah, I totally agree, bro. So man, let everybody know where they can find you at, and let everybody know also about any upcoming ventures you got going on, brother.
I mean, you can find me everywhere. Keef Sweatshirt. That's Keef Sweatshirt. Not to be confused with Earl Sweatshirt. No, it's not from Chief Keef. It's Keef Sweatshirt. Don't even ask me about it. I'll tell y'all about it sometime later. Everywhere. Keef Sweatshirt at Keef Sweatshirt. It's plain and simple.
All right, bet, man. Like I said, once again, thank you for giving us your time.
Facts,
I, re-
facts.
I really
Appreciate you.
appreciate it, man. I really appreciate it, brother.
Appreciate you, man.
No problem, man. One last thing, look in the camera and say, if you can dream it, you can achieve it.
If you could dream it, you can achieve it. We
Amen.
outside, man.
Amen. Amen. All right, my brother. And that wraps up another episode of Low Key Dreamers Podcast.
Appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate you.